I am Daniel Lucas.
I'm Alexander Antonio. Welcome to Food 101.
Food, people. Let's talk about food. Oh, Shafi.
Hello, Daniel. How are you?
I'm fabulous like you, Shafi. And another week, another episode of Food 101. I
Yes,
hope,
sir.
yes, I hope you like our discussion for this month. We are talking about regional dishes in Italy. Last week we talked about Tuscany. Ah, Tuscany people. And
Tuscany.
today, yes, today,
Hey,
Shafi,
today we're going to talk about Veneto.
Veneto. What are the
Yeah.
things that you remember about Veneto, Shafi?
What I remember about Veneto,
Yes.
that's 21 year of army service over there.
Oh,
That's,
yeah,
what I'm-
salute. Like
yes,
this.
that's what I remember about Veneto. No, it was a great time. It was a good experience for me. And, that time when I grew up, it was obligatory to go in the army. No anymore.
Yes. No
So,
anymore.
no anymore.
Oh.
That was good, a good experience.
Mm.
And I finished hang up to be in Veneto. So close to Venezia. Actually, I was Portogruaro. It's like maybe 15, 20 minutes with the train to Venice.
Oh,
Maybe
yes.
maybe half an hour.
From Rome to Venice, right,
I
Shafi?
almost forget because it's too past too much time now.
Yes. So, Shafi, let's talk about Veneto dishes. What will be there, let's say, most attractive dishes that you recommend?
The dish that I command, oh, there is so many, in
Mm.
Venice. Okay, well, we can start with the one of the most famous one. Well, one of the famous anyway. It's Risi e Bisi. Risi e Bisi. It's a risotto. It's a classic Veneto, typical of the cuisine of Veneto, Padova, Vicenza, Verona. It's all that area anyway. It's made with rice and green peas, practically. And let's say it's a little bit liquidy as it's not classic risotto, but it's most a little bit liquid almost like a soup, but it's not a soup. It's a little bit more thicker than a soup.
Yes, I think this one, like this. Uh,
Oops.
I think this one, right, Shafi? Oh, Venetian food.
No, actually, well, there's got to be a little bit more like with green peas on it.
Sticky. Oh,
Yes.
this one. Probably this one. Yes.
Yeah, okay, now you got it. Something like that. Yes.
Yes, from Veneto. Oh,
That's a
wow.
classic. Yes, classic
Just like
dish. One
risotto,
of the
but
classic. They got so many. We got so many to talk about anyway.
yes, that's
Second one, it's a very interesting dish to talk about. It's bigoli in salsa. Bigoli in salsa is it's another Venetian pasta dish made with all wheat bigoli pasta. It's a very thick and long pasta.
yeah.
It's onion and salt cured fish. Today they use anchovies, but all in the days they was using most of them was using sardine to make it, and
Oh, I love sardine.
yes, right now they use anchovies, but I think there is place that do still do it with sardines anyway.
Mm, yes.
Even because they got another dish, it's sardine sour. Practically, it's a kind of a escabeche style, Italian style. It's an appetizer. It's based on a fried sardine, seasoned with the sweet and sour onion, pine nuts, and raisin, a typical Venetian style.
Yes,
And
that's
you deep fry the fish, and then you marinate with the seasoning, the sweet and sour onion and pine nuts. Make it soak in that, and then you eat it. It's very, very good. I love it. I love it. When I was in Japan, actually, I was making many, many times.
Oh yes. Is
Yeah,
that
well,
the
it's
best
one of
seller?
the classic dish that we use in Italy anyway.
I love the
Um,
Italy.
one that I used to make a lot. It's a
Yes.
fegato alla veneta. I like liver, and I used to make a lot.
Yes.
This is a classic Venetian dish, but it's going to be served always. Well, think about it, the fegato. It's the liver, no?
Yes.
It's veal liver, and usually it's always on the side of the liver there is always polenta, right beside, so as a side dish for the liver. It's cooked with with the white onion, parsley, olive oil, classic salt and pepper olive oil.
Yes. So, chef, we can I use risotto instead of for the side dishes?
Well, usually serve it with the polenta, but of course, if you like risotto, you can put a riso bisi beside.
Yeah, truly Veneto.
Why not? You're there. Might as well you do two dishes at the same time.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. One that I really like, it's a baccalà mantecato. Well, baccalà mantecato is practically it's a whipped salt cod,
Yes.
and it's spread on probably on bread, on crostini, or it's very common, especially on bar, pub, stuff like that. You go drinking and then you can have this kind of uh,
Food.
food. Yeah, but sometimes they do even on top at the polenta,
Oh,
grilled polenta, a little bit harder than not soft polenta. It's very good. It's matched very, very, very nice on that.
for sure.
And yes, one more classic risotto al nero di seppia. It's a black ink, cuttlefish ink black risotto. Classic risotto. There was before it was like the very poor people food at that time. They was
Yes.
using the cuttlefish and the ink at the same time cooked together. Before it was no kind of a risottatura of the risotto, making the risotto like we do now. So they was just mix all together and make this black dish. But now it's very common, and you find it all over the world anyway. The black ink. I like actually use a lot the black ink when I cook, especially to brush on top of the plate, or mix sometimes with the tomato sauce. It's pretty nice to work with that. Make black ink pasta, you know.
Yes.
And one famous appetizer that I make all the time, it's carpaccio, of course.
Carpaccio di polpo.
No, carpaccio. You get well, carpaccio. It's a general, can be meat or fish. And we actually talked once. We have one episode about carpaccio. Do you remember? It was
Yes.
talking about, yes, like maybe a couple, maybe 1 year ago, 1 year and a half ago, maybe something like
Yes.
that.
Yes.
And
One
we
year
talk
ago.
about carpaccio. And carpaccio, classic dish of meat or fish. Can be veal, can be beef, venison, salmon, tuna. You put it on whatever you like. You can just tinily slice and you get it served raw, typically, as an appetizer.
Yes.
It was invented in I believe 1960 or 1963, something like that, from Giuseppe Cipriani, from the Harris Bar of Venice. So Cipriani, actually you can find many. He's got many restaurants around the world, especially in New York. I think he's got 2 in New York, and I've been there. It's classic to eat the classic carpaccio. It's you get this nice slice thin beef on the plate with salt and pepper, olive oil, and then you get the kind of a dressing. It's almost like a mayonnaise on it. It's
Yes.
typical of Cipriani. And yeah, it's a classic. Wherever you go, anybody can make a different way. They make with truffle, with rock salt, with
Capers.
smoked salt, with capers, with you name it. You can make with everything, even if with a fish, any kind of fish would be fantastic.
Awesome.
So yeah, of course, I love carpaccio. Carpaccio is always good. You can share with the parmigiano, with the rucola on top, olive oil, lemon. You can do whatever you like with the carpaccio.
Yes. Carpaccio people is the version of tartar for the French cuisine. Ah,
Um,
a little bit.
yeah, a little bit. We do tartare too in Italy, but no, it's not.
So,
It's mostly, carpaccio is mostly like a slice raw fish or meat. Let's say like that. Tartare is more, chop it.
yes.
And
So, so Shafi, before we go on to our next list, let's shout out our listeners. Top three countries listening to Food 101. So, Shafi, which country do you want to shout out? And thank you, Apple Podcasts. We got 83.5%.
oh wow,
Castback 6.4, web browser 3.8, iHeart Radio 2.1, and others are 4.3. Thank you so much for supporting this podcast. So, Shafi, let's shout out to the people listening in. Okay, I think we've done all this. Okay, let's do Greece.
okay, sure, why not?
Share Shafi,
Okay,
Greece.
yes, let's do Attica,
Wow.
67%, Central Macedonia, 9%, Ionian Island, 6%, East Macedonia and Thrace, 6%, Cyprus, 3%, Crete, 3%, Thessali, 3%, Peloponnese, 3%.
Yes,
That's it.
that's it. After Stopoli, Greece. I love this country. This is where my kids born, Shafi.
Oh
In
yeah,
Greece.
fantastic!
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Eftarist
You keep a secret, yeah?
Eftaristopoli. Yeah,
You keep
thank
a
you,
secret.
Greece.
I see, I see.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Grace, for being part of my life. So,
Oh,
Shafi, next will be what next? Turkey. Ah,
Turkey.
I love Turkey.
Istanbul. I've been there. I've been there.
Yes,
Yeah,
Turkey.
beautiful city, beautiful. Istanbul, 42%, Ankara, 29%, Izmir, 8%, Antalya, 8%, Balıkesir, 8%, Bursa, 4%. Wow, thank you.
Yes, Izmir. I love Izmir. Thank you so much. I love that place. So, Shafi, next is okay, Turkey. After Turkey, what else? Do we Chile, Qatar? No. Costa Rica, Cyprus, Lebanon. Let's do okay. Where this? Morocco, Shafi. Morocco.
Morocco,
Yes.
Tangier, 33%, Casablanca, Settat, 33%, Fez, McNair, 33%. Wow.
Thank you so much for all the countries listening to this podcast. I don't know how many countries that we have, but
A
thank
lot.
you so much for supporting this podcast because this podcast is created to empower food itself. Yes. And so, Shafi, what will be the next?
The next would be pasta e fagioli.
Pas-
Pasta e fagioli, it's pasta e fagioli, practically.
Fagioli, your favorite.
What they call fasoi,
Fazoi.
pasta e fasoi. It's beans and pasta. It's Italian pasta soup, practically. And but there is different everywhere you go in Italy. There is a variation on it. So
Okay.
you can find pasta e fagioli in Calabria, Campania, Emilia Romagna, Lazio, Lombardia, Piemonte, Toscana, and Veneto. That's all the place that you can find a different way how to make pasta e fagioli. In Veneto, you got pasta e fagioli. And
Pasta Fazoi.
yes, and yeah, it's a classic soup. Then I
Oh,
love it.
just like minestrone, Shafi.
Not really, because it's basic. Probably it's only fagioli in pasta, and then you got, of course, depend on which recipe you use. Sometimes you got always the classic mirepoix that you always put it in. The classic celery, carrots, and onion, and then of course you use the base stock and a little bit maybe crushed tomato in, and that's it. And then beans. Usually, when you leave the night before the dry beans to get soft again, like from the dry beans, no.
Yes.
And when you boil up the beans, the broth that came out with the beans, we usually use for as a stock for the pasta e fagioli most of the time.
Oh,
But of
that's
course, that's a change. Depends of the region too. Yeah, each region's
region
got
to
different
region.
different way how to make it. But I love it. It's an amazing dish. Amazing.
Che buono! They say.
Absolutely.
Che buono.
Um, I want to leave the dessert at the end because I think we should leave the dessert at the
A
end.
famous dessert.
Of course, I can go through. Next, I can talk about gnocchi di zucca. For me, now it's the
Gnocchi.
season.
Oh,
It's pumpkin gnocchi. It's the season now. Serve it with the butter sage sauce. That's a classic. You can serve with any other sauce if you want gorgonzola sauce, cream sauce, whatever. But classic Venetian, of course, is this pumpkin gnocchi with butter and sage. Um, Perfect season to do it now in autumn. Please try, find some recipe on it. If you want, we can talk. I can tell you next week. I can give you a nice recipe. No problem for that.
yes.
I love making gnocchi, especially pumpkin gnocchi too.
Yes. So speaking
And
of sharing, Shafi, I want to invite people listening to us or watching us. Please visit our official website of Food 101. It's www.food101.ca. You will learn a lot from their people, from making soup, from making roux, anything simple in the kitchen to make your food delicious.
absolutely. So next, I want to give you two dessert at the end. So one is going to be frittelle veneziane,
Mm.
classic Venetian style donuts. You can't go wrong
I
with
love
that.
donuts.
And oh yes, frittelle veneziane, they're classic. Is a type of Italian fried donuts. And usually from Friuli Venezia Giulia and Veneto region. They are very very nice. Can be sometimes round, sometimes a little bit different shape, but it's a classic donuts. And
Classic, yeah.
yes, and there is very many variations. Some include the custard cream inside, some include the chocolate filling inside. So, and you fry into the cake nice and gold brown, and you sprinkle with sugar on top, powdered sugar. So
It's a
that's
typical.
one dessert that I can never say no because it's a donut. And another one that of
The
course, I
famous
love it.
one.
Yeah, famous one. It's tiramisu. Perfect.
Tiramisu.
Of course, come on. We are in Veneto. Tiramisu. That's a classic. It's a classic. You know, Ladyfinger. Savoiardi, of course. You
Yes.
got your coffee, you got your eggs, you got your mascarpone, you got your sugar. That's what you need. That's it. And that's how you make it. You whip your eggs with the mascarpone and the sugar, boom, boom, and they go. You dip your cookies in the coffee. There we go. Don't
Yes.
change. Some people put out whipped cream. Some people, yes. I know mascarpone make with cream.
Whipped
I know
cream.
that, but you should make only with mascarpone because it's nice and
Different
different. Come on, it's different flavor. You
to
know,
taste. You
you
can
know.
distinguish if made from
Absolutely. Why?
mascarpone.
If you eat a tiramisu with only mascarpone, you go eat one with whipped cream, you find the difference, of
The
course.
difference is
Of course, the
big
texture.
difference.
Yes, it's a big difference. But why you have to eat the classic? That's the classic. Classic, amazing tiramisu.
We talk about tiramisu many times
Oh,
because we
many
are
time. I can talk all the time if you
all
want.
the time. Yes,
You
If you
know,
want to go back, if you want to learn more about tiramisu, go back to our season 2, season 3, because we always talk about tiramisu. So,
you know,
Shafi,
you know, yeah, you know,
yes, go ahead.
always my favorite dessert has always been a crostata. No, crostata. I
Yes,
always love
crostata.
crostata.
Yes,
But you know, if I had to pick one dessert with a spoon dessert, would be the tiramisu because it's a classic. You know, you
classic
can deny a tiramisu. You know,
for sure.
unless you lactose free. It's
Chef Alessandro made different kinds of version of tiramisu. We
oh my god,
have
yes, yes.
what are the versions, Shafi? Can you tell
Oh,
me?
there's so many versions you want. Strawberry tiramisu, pistachio tiramisu, hazelnut
Mm,
tiramisu, a beer tiramisu,
tiramisu,
beer. That one is good. The beer tiramisu
beer.
is good. Oh my god, that's
What are you
amazing.
eating with it?
Uh, berries tiramisu, Nutella tiramisu. Oh, there
Mm,
is so many. Matcha
yes,
tiramisu.
yes.
You know me, you name it. You know, and let's say you can make it. You can make anything with
You
a
can make, yes. And
yes.
people don't afraid to commit no, commit mistake and make
No, yeah, yeah,
experimentation in the
yes.
kitchen. Who knows, you will be the next, who else? The one who invented bechamel, until now we're using bechamel. Who knows, you're the one next invented something, and our generation to generation will use it. Like tiramisu. Ah.
I think you know, tasting and changing and try different things is always good. But
Yes.
you know me, I always try to keep as traditional as possible. But I like to navigate
Fusion.
in
Yes.
different, you know, style. So that's good.
Yes. I think I remembered Chef Alessandro make a fusion of tiramisu between Italian and Japanese. Ah,
Yes, matcha. Oh, yes, absolutely.
yes. Look for that episode, people, and you will learn a lot for our Food 101 recipes. And speaking of recipe, I'm inviting you to please do grab a copy of our Food 101 Volume 12, Italian Cuisine.
There we go.
It's available on Amazon and where books are sold. Again, people, Food 101. Actually, we have Food 101 Volume 1 until 13. And we are planning Volume 15 for the second extension for Italian cuisine, because we cannot squeeze in one book, people. We need to expand and expand and expand. So please do purchase. And we are inviting you to please do have enlist in our Food 101 Food Club on Facebook and LinkedIn. We are always everywhere in social media, people. So please do follow up, follow us, and well, we are encouraging you to participate in our discussion if you want to know what Chefi, what you can offer to them.
Well, we can talk about different things in the kitchen. You know, whatever any question they got for us about food, we can you know, especially Italian for me anyway. We can answer
Yes,
anything. You know, if you need some recipe, if you need some suggestions, some help, yeah, we always available. Come on, no
yes,
problem.
we
You
are
know, especially
available.
on our day off. You know, we never unplug. You know the you know. So we always working even without being at work. You know.
Yes, we are always busy, busy always. So speaking of Food 101, people, I'm inviting you to please do purchase one of our merchandise. Name it, and we have it. We have accessory coffee mug, accessory pouch. Chef was wearing one of our baseball cap. And of course, we have comforter, clipboard, and many more. As I said, name it, and we have it available on Etsy and Shopify. So, Shafi, can you summarize our
Absolutely.
best
Okay, we
recipes?
absolutely we talk about Rizzi Busy. We talk about the bigoli in
Eagerly.
salsa. We talk about the sarden sour. We talk about fegato alla veneziana. We talk about the polenta. Oh, we didn't talk about the polenta.
Yes, we
We,
talk about polenta as
we
a
talk
side
about
dish.
polenta. Okay, okay. We talk
Yes.
about polenta. We talk about baccalà mantecato. We talk about risotto al nero di seppia. We talk about the carpaccio. Remember Cipriani, and
Yes.
we talk about pasta e fasoi. We talk
Yes.
about the gnocchi di zucca. We talk about the frittelle veneziane, and we talk about the tiramisu. Yes.
Tiramisu. Yes, people, here we go. Let's give a big, big hand for the Venetian food because they are something else to eat, to cook, entertainment in the kitchen. We encourage you to do it, try it, taste it because
Veneto.
Veneto dishes is something offers a rich culinary traditions that reflects its diverse landscape from the mountains to the coastlines. Oh, so please, people, try it, taste it, and cook it. Ah.
Let us
Cook
know.
it.
Let us know. Let us know what you think. Come on.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
uh, we are from this month until next month. We still talking about regional dishes in Italy. So tune in, people. We have a lot more to offer to give recipe if you want to participate with us. Give us the recipe of what? Let's say the version of Chef Alessandro tiramisu, beer
I'll give you the
tiramisu.
recipe of the tiramisu. No problem. Of course. I can pass around the recipe. I have
Yes.
no secret. No problem.
Please, we encourage you to participate and give us a nudge if we're doing a great job on our podcast because we are having our fifth season soon this coming December, and we are preparing big because we want this podcast become bigger.
Better and bolder.
Yes, 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 yes. Who knows? Our fifth season, we are doing live cooking. Live cooking, doing tiramisu. What do you think,
Hmm.
Shafi?
Try.
We try our best. We try our best that our podcast will be level up on our fifth season. Okay,
Let's see.
because
Let's see. Let's see.
Food 101, there's a lot of milestone happen to us because this fourth year we did our books, we did our merchandise, we did our culinary courses. What will be the next on the fifth season? So we are thinking about that, people. Even we are so busy. I know that we are be part of your life every day, wherever time zone you are. For all the countries listening to us, Chef Alessandro and I are so grateful. Right,
Thank
Shafi?
you. Yes,
Thank you
absolutely.
so much. Thank you, Food 101, for being, well, top 10 or 11 best food podcasts. So,
Very
Shafi,
good, people.
see you soon.
Bye bye.